Hi, my name is Eric and welcome to my YouTube channel. Oh, welcome back. I just got this in the mail. The Beauty Bay 16 color palette and the nude. Sorry for flipping you off, but this is actually my first time trying Beauty Bay shadows. I literally just got this in the mail, so I haven't even opened it. They had a sale, I forgot how much it was. It has come in a little bubble wrap. That's what this looks like. I actually don't mind the packaging. Comes with a little protective seal so that way the shadows don't break. It came from the UK, so this is a UK based brand, and I just wanted to do something basic. I know I haven't done makeup on my YouTube channel in a while, but for the people that liked my videos when I did makeup, I still do it. I just don't do it as much because a lot of people tend to like my fragrance videos. So if you like fragrance videos, I do those as well. Beauty, fragrance, not so much skincare. I just bought this concealer and it's already started leaking, and I don't really care for that. The Hourglass concealer in the color Sepia. They'll be on the screen or in the description box. But yeah, this is like my highlight color for right now. I'm just gonna blend that out with my finger. So far, I've only used this concealer from Hourglass once on my under eyes, and I didn't hate it, so that's just the first impressions though. Now for these browns. I know it's basic, but I just feel like browns are the easiest thing to formulate when it comes to shadows, and I've been eyeballing these because the shimmers. I'm not gonna swatch any of these shades, but maybe one, this color called Lumos. That is really pretty though. I wasn't gonna swatch anything, but you know what, it genuinely definitely felt buttery to touch. So let me actually swatch this silver down here, which I think it's random. It's okay, I don't hate this silver. It's definitely more like a gray silver. Maybe it's not as impactful as I like it to be. But then again, not everybody wants their shimmers to be impactful like myself. I'm actually gonna use a bigger, fluffier brush, and I'm gonna go into this shade, this one right here, called Bare Necessity. So far, there is a little bit kick up in the pan. I don't know if you see that. And I'm just using that as like a transition shade. Literally, it's not even gonna be doing much, just giving me a slight definition. And I do like the mirror. It's actually like, it's not cheap at all. Even though it was like, how much? Like I paid for like 15 bucks for this. It's not that expensive. So now I kind of want to dive into this shade, this one that I was initially going to start with, but this one called Warm and Cozy. It does have a lot of powder, very powdery, but I don't mind that as long as I'm not really getting fallout on the face. I'm not really complaining. Oh, and the shadow, the brush that I was using is the M433. This one, I'm popping that in my crease, just to add a little bit more depth. So far, these shades are actually kind of blending out really nicely. They're pretty smooth, although it doesn't look like it. To me, they look pretty smooth. And yeah, that one had, because I go in circular motions, it does create a bunch of fallout in the pan, not so much on the face. Trying to make these shadows, these looks pretty even though. So I'm just going back and forth with both those shadows, the brushes that I was using for both of the shadows. So far, not mad about it at all. I wish there was something that was in between these two shades, personally for me. The blend, personally for me. I'm gonna go in with this shade down here. It's called, this one, called Hot Cocoa. This one didn't really have as much fallout, as you can see, as the other two shades that I used. And this brush is, I don't even know what yeah, my brush looks like a dog been chewed through my brushes. I promise it's just me going like this. I've had this for like years, so I don't remember what the brush name, because the brush name kind of wore off, so I apologize about that. And I do actually quite like that shade though. It's pretty pigmented. Personally, I don't know if you could see it, but it does blend out very smoothly. And I like a cat eye shape for my eye shape. Very much pulled out cat eye shape. And I'm gonna do the same on the other eye, of course. The struggle with doing like these types of eyeshadows, it's like making it even, and it's like, oh my god, sometimes I just struggle doing that. I can't relate having to make my eyeshadows even sometimes. Is that even? I don't know. I've got this technique from Jaclyn Hill. I don't know if you're familiar with this, but I take a cream vanilla shade. That one had a little bit of kick up in the pan. I don't know if you can see that. Well, I can definitely see that, but I just go in and I just highlight that area just a little bit, make it a little bit more or less harsh, because the difference with this eye and this eye, this one's a little bit more like airbrushed, as I like to say. I don't know if you see the difference, but I very much see it in person, of course. And after I saw that technique from Miss Jaclyn Hill, I can't stop doing it. Now that the shadows have been blended to the perfection, or at least perfection, to me, I'm gonna use the same cream vanilla shade that I used in my inner corner. And I have this brush from, I believe it was a Wet n Wild brush, but it's a very flat brush. Instead of using concealer to make it look sharp, I like to use a cream vanilla shade, or a shade that's very similar to your skin tone. And it's kind of like a makeup eraser instead of actually using tape, because you see that? It just sharpens it a little bit more. If you like that cat eye shape with your eye shape. Does that even make any sense? Hopefully it made some sort of sense. Now you have so many options of shimmers. That shade that I swatched, that silver shade, and this shade that I swatched called Lumos, L-U-M-O-S. Don't even know how, Lumos? Is that how you pronounce it? You have so many options. I have no idea what to even start with. I'm kind of interested in this color right here. How many times do I have to say this color? My goodness, this color called Tiger Eye. I'm actually gonna apply it on my finger just to see how it is. It's very like chocolate eye. It's very smooth. I don't hate it though. Is it my favorite color? Not necessarily. This is pretty much like, to me, like a basic shimmer. It's not really like groundbreaking. It does look pretty, don't get me wrong. It does look really pretty. I'm gonna go back into that hot cocoa shade that we used to the outer corner, and I'm just gonna add it just to close that gap. Oh yeah. I'm not mad about it. And because I'm a perfectionist, I have to go in and make sure that it was just like blended. On the other eye, I want to use a different shade. I have this brush. It's a Morphe brush. It came in like a eye shadow brush collection. I don't even think they sell it anymore, but anything that's similar like this to cut my creases. I use my Hourglass concealer, and yet again, although I just cleaned it, it still leaked. I hate it. Despise every second of that. Maybe I should have just let it stand up instead of laying it down. That's probably a lot better for it. But I'm gonna do a little cut crease moment. Personally, for me, you don't have to do a cut crease if you don't like cut creases. I personally enjoy doing cut creases for my eye shape. And I have this brush. This is a Jaclyn Hill. I got this as a Christmas present last year, but this is the JH41. I don't even know if you can even see that. Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH41. I actually do really, the brush that I was using earlier, the big fluffy one, was the JH32 as like a big fluffy brush to start when I started with that first shade, Bare Necessity. That's another Jaclyn Hill brush that I frequently enjoy. I really enjoyed most of her brushes. I don't have the face brushes. I just got the eyeshadow brushes in like a little Christmas present. So I feel like a lot of people have done the silver, so I kind of want to just do that rose gold that I swatched. And I'm using a brush this time. I'm not using any glitter glue. I genuinely would love to try it with glitter glue because I tried it without glitter glue and I want to see the results, but oh yeah, that's pretty. That's pretty. I want to know, this is the only highlight color that I could use in my inner corner and brow bone, so we'll see how that works. And using that same dark brown that I used in my outer corner, I'm gonna close the gap. And a little blend a little bit more. This looks a little too much at this outer corner. It looks a little bit overdone. And for the inner corner, this color called Starry Eyes, this one, this is a shimmer. Yeah, this is very much a shimmer. That does look really pretty though. It's like a nice champagne sort of shade. This brush that I'm using for my brow is the, this is from a Morphe Makeup by Ariel brush set. So the brush, this setting spray that I used is the Juvia's Place Ready Set Sealed setting spray to spray my brushes. Just to give the utmost brightness, the shine, I don't know. That's cute. I don't hate it. Yeah, it's not bad. It's very much that type of shade where it's probably not going to give you any texture on the eyes. I mean, if you were to ever use this on the eye, I could even use this as like a highlight for my skin tone. Because it's very soft. It's not like punch, bam in your face, which I don't mind sometimes. This has been like one of my favorite brushes for like highlight colors in the inner corner. I'm gonna use that same shade that I used on my brow on the inner corner. This time I'm not gonna spray the brush just to see how it is. It's not bad. I don't hate it. Normally I lick my brushes, but today I wanted to be a little bit professional and not lick my brushes. I do quite like these eye looks, not gonna lie. I do, but literally after this, I'm gonna wipe these off after I turn off the camera, but this is just my first impressions. Of course, I'll be playing with it a little bit more just to see what color combos that I can do and all that. And maybe I'll use the mattes with maybe I do like combining my palettes. So I was like, maybe I'll just use the browns in here and just use this with some like blues. Maybe even like a gray, green moment, maybe, possibly, but I'm not mad about having this. I've been eyeballing this for so long and I've seen so many people just like love and enjoy Beauty Bay eyeshadows, and this is my first time actually purchasing anything from Beauty Bay. This is not my first time purchasing anything from Beauty Bay, but this is my first purchase from the actual brand Beauty Bay. I've purchased stuff like Be Perfect Cosmetics, the Stacey Marie Antidote palette, the Carnival 4, I believe. I purchased that and I do quite enjoy that palette. But as my introduction to Beauty Bay as a brand, I do quite enjoy this. I do enjoy this. It's pretty easy to use. I don't experience any like sort of fallout personally for me. Y'all can let me know in the comments, but in person, never experienced any fallout with any of the matte shades, even the shimmers. They're not super sparkly. They're just like run-of-the-mill. To me, basic. To others, there might not be basic. but they're very buttery. They go on very smoothly, even if you use your finger or setting spray. I've not tried it with glitter glue, but I reckon it's probably going to be just as amazing, depending on how you apply your shadows. But yeah, I'm not mad about this. This is probably going to be like one of those palettes that I could possibly bring on like vacation and stuff. Although somebody will probably want something a little bit more smaller than this. But I do appreciate the value, not the value, but like, because a brand that like Anastasia, for example, like that's $45 for probably the exact same shades. I'm debating on getting another one though, but it's like, I've seen all the other palettes. They are pretty, but I bought this knowing that I was going to use it, and I'm not going to buy something I'm not really going to use, to be quite honest. I thought about getting the 30 pan palette of the nudes, but in reality, I have so many browns. Although, did I need this? Did I need this palette? No. I've just been wanting to try out the formula for so long. Finally, that I've gotten to try it out, and it was on sale. They do have sales frequently, not all the time though. You have to catch it, but like, they're not expensive by any means. They're pretty affordable. And when I purchased, I think it was like 18 bucks. I think it was like 15 something such. I don't remember how much I purchased it for, but it definitely was under $20. I would recommend this. They do have this. They do have a 9 pan if you don't really want as much shades as the one that I have. They also have a 30 pan if you love bigger palette. Let me know down in the comments down below what videos you want me to make next, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Follow me on my social media and subscribe, like, comment, share this video with your friends. Don't forget to turn on that bell for post notifications so you do not miss any uploads. See you guys in my next video. Bye.